Welcome to the longest running, the original, and the only trilingual Filipino-Chinese lifestyle magazine show, Chinatown TV. I'm your host, Isa Chong. Sa ating unang segment for this episode, we will take you inside one of the most anticipated events of the year, the Filipino-Chinese Bakery Association's New Year's celebration and induction of Board of Directors, themed Generacion. Held on the 12th of January at the illustrious Maynila Ballroom of the Manila Hotel, this event marked a pivotal moment in the history of the association. Witness the grandeur of the Maynila Ballroom transformed into a hub of festivity and elegance. Meet the new faces of leadership, the visionaries set to steer the association into a future brimming with potential.
The Filipino-Chinese Bakery Association Incorporated recently celebrated a defining moment at the Manila Hotel's Maynila Ballroom, an evening filled with elegance, anticipation, and a spirit of renewal, as we embrace the Generacion theme for the new year and witness the induction of new board of directors.
Filipino-Chinese Bakery Association. I can claim this is one of the biggest and most complete facility in Southeast Asia. This association started 1966. At that time, my father was one of the founder of this association. And they started with the two groups of bakers. They come up with this Filipino-Chinese Bakery Association.
Ako yung isa sa mga unang naturuan ng kids baking sa Filipino-Chinese Bakery Association, and look at us now. I just finished my term as president. So talagang ang laki ng growth na magagawa ng FCBAI, no, sa guidance ng mga mas nakakatanda, sa mga mas naunang matuto sa'yo, dahil here we share our knowledge, we share our information para lahat ng tao makilala.
The Filipino-Chinese Bakery Association Incorporated, known as FBCAI, has been a cornerstone of the baking industry in the Philippines. With a rich history dating back decades, it represents a unique blend of Filipino and Chinese culinary heritage, fostering excellence in baking and confectionery.
During that time, the baking industry were facing a very difficult time. The FCBAI Board of Directors decided to help each other in the crisis by helping each member to apply for proud allocation. The legacy of FCBAI is the continuous service to its member.
That's how we keep our association strong and successful. Long live FCBAI!
Sa loob ng maraming taon, FBCAI has not only contributed to the culinary landscape but also to various social and community initiatives, making it a respected organization in the society. Tonight's event is a testament to FBCAI's enduring spirit. Generacion is more than a theme. It's a reflection of their journey, honoring their past, celebrating the present, and eagerly anticipating a future filled with culinary innovation and excellence.
Being elected to be the 26th president of FCBAI are both great blessings and opportunities. It is a great blessing because I'll be able to expand my horizons, opening new doors to meet awesome people who will share to me and to FCBAI their compendium of knowledge, skills, and expertise in our highly challenging world of bakery. Likewise, it offers great opportunity because I'll have in my hands the chance to continue the long-lasting legacy of FCBAI. FCBAI is a formidable long line of generation. Sa inyong lahat na dumaan at naglingkod at nagmalasakit para itaguyod ang asosasyong ito, ako po ay nagbibigay pugay at nagpapasalamat ng taos-puso sa inyong lahat. I give you my utmost respect and salute.
This is the most important and the most significant bakery association in the Philippines. If you go to SM, lahat ho ng tinapay ng SM galing po sa kanila. This is the association. All these Chinese bakery are under them.
From the Maynila Ballroom, this has been a night of joyous celebration, making a new chapter in the storied history of the Filipino-Chinese Bakery Association Incorporated.
Sa kanyang pagpupulong noong January 16, ipinahayag ni Pangulong Xi Jinping ng China ang walang humpay na adhikain na hubugin ng bansa bilang isang financial power na may natatanging katangiang Chino. Layunin nitong magkaroon ng isang ligtas, efficient at internationally competitive financial system. Binigyan diin ni Xi na ang pagiging matatag pinansyal ng isang bansa ay nakasalalay sa matibay na pundasyong ekonomiko, kabilang ang nangunguna sa ekonomiya, agham, teknolohiya at kabuang lakas pambansa sa mundo. Alamin ang mahakbang at estratehiyang ilalatag ng China upang maisakatuparan ang pangakong ito. Noong January 16, sa taunang pagpupulong ng World Economic Forum sa Davos, Switzerland, ipinahayag ni Premier Li Qiang ng China na ang bansa ay hindi umuurong sa mga kasunduan o umaalis sa mga organisasyon, ni hindi nito pinipilit ang ibang bansa na pumili ng panig. Aniya, ang China ay palaging naging matibay na taga-suporta ng multilateralismo. Ang temang Rebuilding Trust ng pagpupulong ngayong taon ay lubos na umaayon sa mga agam-agam ng tao, sabi ni Lee, habang binibigkas niya ang isang espesyal na talumpati para sa kaganapan. Ayon pa kay Lee, ang tiwala ay nagmumula sa ating magkakatulad na hangarin para sa mas magandang kinabukasan ng sangkatauhan at sa ating sama-samang kagustuhang magtulungan para dito. Tunghaya ng mas malalim na talakayan ukol sa pahayag na ito at ang mga posibleng epekto nito sa pandaigdigang ugnayan. Lumago ang GDP ng China na 5.2% noong 2023, higit sa inaasahang taunang target. Inihayag ng National Bureau of Statistics o NBS ng China, ngayong January 17, ang Gross Domestic Product o GDP ng bansa ay tumaas ng 5.2% noong 2023, na lumampas sa itinakdang target na humigit kumulang 5% para sa taon. Ang paglago na ito ay sumasalamin sa patuloy na pag-unlad ng ekonomiya ng China sa kabila ng mga pandaigdigang hamon. Alamin ang mga salik na nag-ambag sa matatag na ekonomiyang ito at ang potensyal na epekto sa global na merkado. Noong January 15, binuksan ng China Media Group o CMG ang kanilang istasyon na pag-uulat sa Yaran District's Republika ng Nauru. Ang pagbubukas ay kasunod ng anunsyo ng pamahalaan ng Nauru na kilalanin ang prinsipyo ng isang China, putulin ang tinatawag na ugnayang diplomatiko sa mga otoridad ng Taiwan at hangarin ang muling pagtatatag ng diplomatikong relasyon sa China. Ang hakbang na ito ay nagpapakita ng mas pinalakas na ugnayan sa pagitan ng China at Nauru at magbibigay daan para sa mas marami pang balita at impormasyon mula sa Pacific region. Sundan ang mga update at ulat mula sa bagong istasyon. Ang China Media Group o CMG ay nagsagawa ng kauna-unahang dress rehearsal para sa 2024 Spring Festival Gala noong January 15. Pinapakinis ang masayang pagtitipon na inaabangan ng marami sa pagsapit ng tradisyonal na Chinese Lunar New Year. Ang malawak na hanay ng mga performer ay nagtipon sa isang studio ng CMG para sa kanilang unang pagganap sa 2024 Spring Festival Gala. Inaasahang aabot sa 4 na oras ang palabas ngayong taon na magtatampok ng mga pag-awit, sayaw, opera at iba pang exciting entertainment programs. Abangan ang mas detalyadong ulat at mga eksena mula sa ensayo para sa pinakihihintay na gala. Sa kauna-unahang pagkakataon, ginamit ng Tianqiu 7 ang 3 oras na fast rendezvous at docking scheme. Ito ay isang malaking pag-unlad mula sa dati na tumatagal na 6.5 hours o 2 oras. Ayon kay Chen Tongxiang ng China Academy of Space Technology, ang bagong disenyo ay mas akma sa katumpakan, pagtitipid ng enerhiya at pag-adjust ng direksyon ng space station. Inihayag din ni Wang Ran ng CAST na ang bagong scheme ay hindi lamang mas mabilis, kundi nagbibigay din ng mas mahusay na paraan ng pagdadala ng supplies sa space station.
Chinatown TV,
，Welcome back. You're still watching Chinatown TV with me, your host, Isa Chong. China's rich cultural heritage spans over 5,000 years at sinasabing isa ito sa pinakamatanda at complex cultures in the world. With its unique customs, traditions, and practices, China has a lot to offer to those who are interested in exploring its fascinating culture. As we delve into the vast and diverse culture of China, ating kikilalanin ang kanilang mayamang kultura na nagpasalin-salin na sa mga henerasyon. From traditional Chinese medicine to the art of calligraphy, there is much to explore and learn about. Join us on our journey to uncover these fascinating aspects of Chinese culture and more as we delve deeper into the wonders of this ancient and diverse civilization. Sa lipunang nagpapahalaga sa kapayapaan, pagkakaisa at pagkakasundo, anong papel nga ba ang ginagampanan ng sinaunang kabihasnang Chino? Ating alamin sa ikalimang yugto ng Classics of Chinese Thought. Tara't samahan niyo kaming maglakbay sa Hangzhou, ang lungsod ng kagandahan at kagalingan. Dito natin tatalakayin kasama ni Professor Bai Tongdong mula sa Fudan University ang diwa ng kapayapaan na bumabalot sa sibilisasyong Chino.
Through bridges, through streets and lanes. Today, I've come to Hangzhou, a city of beauty and elegance. As the host city of the 19th Asian Games, Hangzhou has not only caught the worldwide attention, but also showcased China's efforts in promoting peaceful development. So this time, I will meet my guest in the Hangzhou Branch Library of China National Archives of Publications and Culture, and discuss with about peace, amity, and harmony, the important concepts in the Chinese civilization. My guest, Bai Tongdong, is an expert in the field of traditional Chinese political philosophy and a professor of the School of Philosophy at Fudan University in Shanghai. Professor, since I came to China, I learned so many phrases, so many Chinese phrases with the word he. What does this word mean exactly?
Confucius in the Analects said that of the things brought about by Li, the most important is he. So we see two important ideas here, Li and he. Li means rites, rituals, ceremonies. And so the unity of the state is brought about by Li, and the purpose is he, meaning fitting, proper, and harmonious.
What are some of the artifacts that present these concepts?
Let me show you one thing. This is Yucong, a jade artifact. According to Confucius, jade is important to a Confucian gentleman because it represents many moral virtues. For example, the color of jade is warm, so it means the warm-heartedness a Confucian gentleman has to have toward the people. And the jade is hard but not harsh, so it's principled. It represents the Confucian virtue of righteousness. I think that's one thing you can see the Chinese civilization emphasize on moral virtues, kind of peaceful virtues rather than military virtues.
Professor, through the years that I've been here in China, I'm getting more and more adapted to life in this country. When it comes to dealing with others, you can see how people eager are to learn about you. They ask you, for example, Tumalame, and you see a lot of cases of these exchanges and mutual learning. How did that happen?
About your main question, let me give you an example. Actually, there are so-called the Kaifeng Jews in China. So these are the so-called Kaifeng Jews. They are world Jews coming to China to do businesses in the Tang and Song dynasties 1,000 years ago. And they stayed, and they became part of greater Chinese community, and they have lived peacefully in this environment for 4,000 years.
That's a case at point, but have they fully accepted Chinese culture, or they kept following their own traditions?
They looked slightly different from other Chinese. They had certain clothes, they had certain Jewish traditions, but at the same time, they're reading Confucian classics. So, however, in your daily life, it doesn't matter what religious faith you have, what kind of life you live. So the peaceful assimilation of Jews in China is a beautiful example of this. Because from a Confucian point of view, to be Huaxia, now Huaxia is translated as Chinese. All you need is to read the Huaxia classics, the Chinese classics, then you can become Chinese.
But how can we apply it to our today's world?
If you look at the history of traditional China, Chinese have been very open to external influences. And the key, again, I think, is Confucianism. For one thing, I think a very simple sign of inclusiveness of Confucianism is that Confucian, the word, can be used as adjective. So you could be a Confucian Buddhist. And so just like how Buddhism enriched the Chinese culture, maybe the different civilizations can enrich each other through peaceful competitions, not through deadly clashes.
Professor, walking by the West Lake, I feel my mind at ease and the surrounding is quite harmonious. Is this what we call a sense of peace?
Hangzhou was the capital city of the Southern Song dynasty around 1000 AD. And this dynasty was commercially highly developed.
Okay.
And the local magistrate, did a lot of water work. He controlled flood, also create the scenery. So this place is really a great case of harmony, not only among human beings, but also between humans and the environment.
Thank you.
If the globe keeps warming, there won't be any humanity left. So just for our survival, and hopefully for a prosperous and harmonious globe, we need really great powers to work together. So we need to do something for all human beings. We don't want to have wars, right? We don't want to have mass starvation, genocide, all those things. That's just human duty. I think whatever religions, whatever cultures you adopt, that's a truly shared value. The Confucian idea that although it's okay for you to take your own self-interest first, other peoples, foreigners, they are human beings as well. We should have compassion for them. So we should take care of their interests as well. Namely, put it very simply, we need responsible great powers to work together. Not just peacefully, but even maybe in a kind of peaceful competition.
This competition should be fair between all of these powers, and they have to let other people, other countries, to have a share of this open market, to be involved with it, to have a more harmonious world in order to actually fulfill this shared destiny, shared future for all humanity.
I think maybe that's the way we do it. So the One Belt, One Road initiative is an attempt for a great power, namely China, to offer common goods to the rest of the world, especially the disadvantaged countries. So in a way, the One Belt, One Road initiative is an effort, right, to build a global infrastructure to help disadvantaged countries to have the basic goods, right, to have the basic conditions to benefit from this global trade.
Peace and development are eternal themes and common aspirations of all countries in the world. Nowadays, China plays an important role in the world. The Belt and Road Initiative, Global Development Initiative, Global Security Initiative, and Global Civilization Initiative are essentially China's efforts motivated by a sense of responsibility for world peace. On this journey, I visited 5 different cities such as Chufu in Shandong Province, Guangzhou, Beijing, Xi'an, and Hangzhou to understand and explore continuity, innovation, unity, inclusiveness, and peacefulness of Chinese civilization. The ideas originating from the classics remain ever fresh and have been seamlessly integrated with the principles of Marxism in contemporary China, providing an unceasing impetus for the great journey of Chinese modernization. I hope that through my exploration, I could have helped you understand this ancient and modern country.
gabi ng pagdiriwang at pagkakaibigan, ang New Year Media Party ng Chinese Embassy na itinaos noong ika-17 ng Enero 2024 sa Dusit Hotel. Binuksan ni Ambassador Wang Julian ang gabi sa kanyang inspirational na talumpati, ibinahagi ang magandang relasyon ng Pilipinas at China.
Good evening, everyone. Distinguished guests, ladies, gentlemen, media friends, welcome you all to this New Year Media Party hosted by the Chinese Embassy in the Philippines. I'm delighted to meet our media friends in particular at the dawn of the year. And Happy New Year to all of you. Thanks all of you for your patience, and I hope what I have presented, what I have submitted just now will be helpful for you to understand China, to understand China policy, to understand China's diplomacy of major countries with Chinese characteristics. And again, hope everybody, hope all Filipino friends and Chinese friends very happy and prosperous New Year, and please enjoy your stay here tonight. Thank you.
Kasunod dito, nagbigay pugay ang kinatawan mula sa Business Mirror at si Paul Gutierrez na nag-highlight sa kahalagahan ng media sa pagpapatibay ng ugnayan ng dalawang bansa. Isang Pinapanabik na sandali ang awarding ng 2024 Online Philippines China Pop Quiz, kung saan ang maswerteng mga nanalo ay nag-uwi ng mga Huawei smartphones. Sumunod ang mga masasayang laro at raffle draw, kung saan nagpakita ng galing at swerte ang mga kalahok. Isang espesyal na regalo ng pagkakaibigan naman ang handog ng mga Chinese diplomat sa kanilang special number. At syempre, hindi mawawala ang mga hamon para sa mga dumalo na nagdagdag ng kasiyahan at excitement sa gabi.
Noong 1940s, lumikha si Huang Binhong ng isang di matatawarang obra, ang Pine Forest in the Mists. Dito, makikita ang kanyang kadalubhasaan sa teknik ng ink wash, isang pamamaraan na nagpapakita ng kanyang malalim na pag-unawa sa tradisyonal na sining Chino. Mas palalimin pa natin ang ating kaalaman sa obra maestrang ito, isang simbolo ng pagsasanib ng tradisyon at revolusyon sa sining na Chino. Ang video na ito ay magdadala sa atin sa kalaliman ng gubat na binubuo ng sining at tinta, kung saan ang bawat stroke ng brush ay naglalarawan ng isang kabanata ng kasaysayan at kultura ng China.
Ink blends into the night, transforming into waving pines enveloped in the evening mist. Water glitters with starry light, flowing into the deep valley like a poetic song. The rich, varied shades and textures of ink have rendered this remarkable moonlit vision in the Yellow Mountain. This is Chinese painter Huang Binhong's work from the 1940s, Pine Forest in the Mists. His mastery of ink techniques was near perfection, marking a pinnacle for 20th century Chinese landscape painting. Once, twice, 10 times and more layers of ink were added onto paper, bringing out not darkness, but light on the mountains. Born in 1865, Huang Binhong dedicated his entire life to painting. He compiled the famous Chinese paintings, a collection of Chinese masterpieces, and founded the prestigious magazine Art Weekly. In the 1930s, Huang Binhong was invited by the Palace Museum to help classify and organize valuable artifacts for wartime relocation. Amidst the turmoil of his time, the artist found solace in the world of art and immersed himself in the masterpieces of his predecessors, at the same time honing his skills and perfecting his technique, seeking to preserve the legacy of his forefathers and break new ground. Over the course of decades of practice, Huang Binhong developed the 7 methods of ink wash. Thick ink is used for the dark side to show depressions and the foreground. Light ink is used to outline illuminated sides, raised parts, and backgrounds. Broken ink technique features a layer of ink breaking into another layer of a different shade. Accumulated ink technique involves layering multiple shades of ink. Splash ink technique involves splattering different shades of ink. Dry ink technique requires a dry brush, and overnight ink technique uses ink prepared a day before. After grasping the styles and methods of traditional Chinese landscape paintings, the artist started a revolutionary transformation of his own style. The Yellow Mountain is considered the most magnificent mountain range in China. Huan Binhong visited the Yellow Mountain 9 times in his lifetime. He was particularly fascinated by its moonlit views and loved to paint in the moonlight. In darkness, intricate views were reduced to vague outlines. Mist flowed and shifted constantly. The songs of wind sweep through the pine trees, reverberating in the deep valleys, playing a moonlight symphony. Inspired and reinvigorated, Huang Binhong picked up his brush. He dipped into thick black ink and applied it on paper, layer after layer. The artist believed that brush and ink were expressions of China's national character. He summed up the essence of the art form as profound and exuberant, which is also believed to reflect the essence of Chinese culture.
Noong 2013, ang taong inanunsyo ng Beijing ang hangarin nitong mag-host ng 2022 Winter Olympics, napili si Thomas Bach bilang presidente ng International Olympic Committee. Sa mga pagpupulong na sinundan nito kasama si Xi Jinping, labis na humanga si Bach sa malasakit ng Pangulo ng China sa palakasan at sa malinaw na bisyon nito ukol sa kahalagahan ng sports para sa pisikal at mental na kalusugan ng mga tao. Pinuri rin ni Bach si President Xi sa personal niyang papel na ginampanan para masiguro ang tagumpay ng Beijing Winter Olympics. Samahan ninyo kami habang binubuklat ang mga pahina ng kasaysayan sa likod ng makabuluhang kaganapang ito at ang mga makahulugang pagtatagpo na nagbigay daan sa isang makasaysayang Winter Olympics sa Beijing.
Then he saw a photo of me from the time when I was winning the medal, and he was charming enough to say that I did not change at all. Of course, I feel very flattered. We are very grateful to President Xi that despite all of the important tasks he has to fulfill, in particular leading the fight against the virus so successfully in China, that he took the time to visit there all the venues for the Olympic Winter Games Beijing 2022. Despite of the pandemic, all the venues are ready 1 year before. I think that's a great example of Chinese dynamism, determination and efficiency, what we are admiring so much. President Xi Jinping is a great expert in sport, and he has a very clear vision about the importance of sport. How important physical activity and sport is for a healthy society, both physically and mentally. He has told me many times, and that he himself is also, trying to practice sport and to keep fit. For me, it's always a great experience to see the developments in China and to see how sport is so greatly developing in China.
Thomas Bach.
In the same year that Beijing announced it was bidding to host the Winter Olympics, Thomas Bach was elected president of the International Olympic Committee. His first overseas visit after taking office was to China. There, on behalf of the IOC, he presented President Xi Jinping with the Olympic Order in gold.
He is really promoting the Olympic Games and the Olympic athletes.
Years before the 2022 Winter Olympics, Xi Jinping had played a key role in the success of the 2008 Beijing Summer Olympics.
So it is very delightful for us today to welcome friends from the farm.
我们通过锻炼身体，从1949年人均寿命35岁，到前2年是平均76岁。我们还希望中国人活得更长一些，并且健康的活着。所以我们现在有一个全民健康计划，这和我们的合作都是密切相关的。
He was, of course, most interested to see the display of so many donations of Chinese athletes to the museum. The visit of President Xi Jinping, I always said we are very confident about the success of these Olympic Winter Games. Well, thanks to the vision of President Xi, who wanted to engage 300 million Chinese people in winter sports and with winter sports. These games will be a landmark. These Olympic Games and a truly global winter sport after these Olympic Winter Games, they keep going, and once you, our Chinese friends and partners, have set a goal, you are following this goal with great determination and with great dynamism. So this is why I think Beijing is writing history.
Chinatown TV 最终电视台。
有利东方旅游有限公司 Unyielding Travel Incorporated。
Chinatown TV 最终电视台。
The Lan Hot Pot held its soft opening at the Lucky Chinatown Mall. 蓝火锅美家广场分店举行盛大的开幕仪式。
近年来，菲律宾涌现出了许多令人惊喜的火锅品牌，其中以太空时尚主题为特色的南火锅，就是一家备受关注的新生代黑马。2024年1月14日，南火锅在马尼拉市明诺伦华人区美家广场2楼举行了一场盛大的开幕庆典。这是继阿亚拉商场、Okada Manila、圣胡安市青山城后的第4家分店。庆典吸引了诸多嘉宾的出席，包括政商社会知名人士，以及20多位超级大 V、主流媒体等。餐厅 CEO 陈志军表达了公司在菲律宾创业的喜悦之情。他希望接下来能够得到社会各界的支持，不仅推动餐厅集团的发展，还能为当地就业机会做出贡献。占地近470平，餐厅装修以太空时尚主题为主。南火锅打破了多数人对于传统火锅店色系执念的刻板印象。在南火锅，您将踏上一场美食之旅。品尝用新鲜食材精心准备的精致火锅菜肴，无论您偏爱传统还是现代口味， 南火锅都将为您带来难忘的味蕾体验。这次盛大的开幕庆典为南火锅标志着重要的里程碑，象征着他对卓越烹饪的承诺，以及丰富明沦落华人区餐饮文化的决心。随着当地社区的支持，它必将对当地的美食景观产生深远影响。
This is an authentic Chinese hot pot.
I really love the food.
A good place for gathering.
The place is really aesthetic.
And I really want to come back to this place.
2 thumbs up.
10 out of 10, I highly recommend.
The food is really good. Thumbs up.
It's very amazing.
Come guys, punta kayo dito.
欲了解更多信息、预订和营业时间，请访问餐厅的官方脸书专页和微信号，或致电客服手机。
The PCCII Shandong chapter and the Philippine Shandong General Chamber of Commerce held the celebration of its establishment and first officers induction ceremony. 菲律宾中国商会山东分会、菲律宾中国山东总商会举行庆祝成立暨首届职员就职典礼。
2024年1月15日晚，菲律宾中国商会山东分会、菲律宾中国山东总商会简称山东商会庆祝成立暨首届职员就职典礼在马尼拉东海皇宫大酒店盛大召开，现场嘉宾云集，高朋满座，气氛热烈，喜气洋洋。大会主席该会创会会长马辉，大会主席该会首届会长赵元明，大会主讲人该会常务指导员菲律宾中国商会总会永远名誉会长洪吉祥，大会监事员该会指导员菲律宾中国商会总会会长侯世炼，中国驻菲律宾大使馆施伟健领事、非华商联总会理事长施东方博士、非华各界联合会主席蔡永宁、旅非华侨工商联总会会长孙明强、菲律宾中国商会5、6甘省分会会长洪洪腾、该会执行会长李希伟、常务副会长王靖宇、海外山东社团代表、非华社会各友好社团领导及代表、新闻媒体及山东商会全体会员共1300余人参加了本次庆典活动。在时势献瑞营造出的喜庆吉祥的氛围中，山东商会全体会员在大会主席、创会会长马辉和会长赵元明的带领下，率先入场并列队恭迎菲律宾中国商会总会各分会及筹备会庆贺团入场。入场仪式热闹隆重，充分展现了菲律宾中国商会及各分会的精神状态和山东商会的热情好客，赢得了全场嘉宾的阵阵掌声。随后，全体与会人员肃立奏上菲律宾共和国国歌、中华人民共和国国歌、菲律宾中国商会会歌。大会主席、山东商会创会会长马辉率先致辞，他讲述了山东商会创建的起心动念及筹备会工作的过程，表达了对家乡政府，尤其是侨务管理部门和菲律宾社会各界支持的感谢。首届全体会员在监事员侯世炼的监视下进行庄严的宣誓。大会主席马辉向首届会长赵元明颁发印信，大会监事员侯世炼做监事员训诲。侯世炼表示，山东商会的成立不仅仅是旅菲山东同胞的喜事，更是整个菲律宾华社的盛事。希望各位会员以山东商会为平台，为菲中两国的各项事业做出积极的贡献。首届会长赵元明表示，山东商会成立后，一定会秉持互助友善、互利共赢、求真务实、共同发展的理念，将为旅菲山东同胞提供一个崭新的广阔舞台，继续发扬山东精神，弘扬鲁商文化，进一步提升内部凝聚力，推动会员之间的互帮互助、取长补短、互通有无。中国驻菲律宾大使馆施伟健领事、非华商联总会理事长施东方博士、非华各界联合会主席蔡永宁、旅非华侨工商联总会会长孙明强、菲律宾中国商会5、6甘省分会会长洪洪腾等人现场均发表了热情洋溢的讲话。因故不能来参加活动的中国侨联副主席、山东省侨联主席李新玉和枣庄市侨联主席龙小华分别录制祝福视频并于现场播放。山东商会向菲律宾中国商会、非华商联总会、非华各界联合会分别捐赠福利金。菲律宾中国商会总会永远名誉会长洪吉祥、会长侯世炼、广西分会、河南分会、河北分会、重庆分会、江西分会、江苏分会、内蒙古分会筹备会、甲美地分会、安徽分会、古井贡酒菲律宾总代详坊酒业、甘肃分会、肃吴分会、五六甘分会、苗东岸分会和浙江分会分别向山东商会捐赠福利金。咨询委员杨洪江、荣誉会长吴自培、荣誉会长洪传晓、荣誉会长洪天亮、荣誉会长郭从愿、荣誉会长林伟雄、荣誉会长刘传福、荣誉会长刘贵忠、荣誉会长童小海等个人分别向山东商会捐赠福利金。荣誉会长孙国轩捐赠庆典现场1200份大窑饮料。 大会主席赵元明和马辉分别向致辞嘉宾颁赠感谢盾牌，并向荣誉会长、执行会长、常务副会长、副会长、秘书长和副秘书长颁发品质证书。在祝酒环节，山东商会首届正副会长集体上台敬酒，祝福山东商会会务蒸蒸日上，来宾身体健康。庆典最后由该会执行会长李希伟致谢词。庆典活动中还穿插着多个文艺表演和抽奖节目，将庆典晚会的氛围推向高潮。本次庆典由华社著名主持人石秀及非中电视台主持人叶南天共同担任司仪。Chinatown News 非中新闻台记者现场综合报道。
Chinatown TV 非中电视台。Chinatown TV 非中电视台。
The Filipino-Chinese Bakery Association Incorporated held its new officers' induction ceremony. 飞华面包糕点同业工会举行新届职员就职典礼。
2024年1月12号晚，飞华面包糕饼同业工会甲座马尼拉大酒店盛大举行第57连58届职员就职典礼暨会员新春联欢大会，飞华友好团体代表、嘉宾等出席庆典大会。名誉理事长蔡青山担任大会主席，他在致辞中回顾了任内的工作，感谢同仁们对他的支持与帮助，同舟共济，共度时艰，使会务圆满完成。相信在新届会长甄洪国的带领下，全体同仁一如既往的团结一致，会务一定会百尺竿头，更上一层楼。飞华商联总会理事长施东方博士担任监事员，见证异性移交并研会。新届理事长甄洪国在致辞中感谢全体同仁们的厚爱与支持，推举自己为新届理事长。他高度赞扬在上届理事长蔡青山领导下，该会会务蒸蒸日上，取得了辉煌的成就。他表示将不负众望，努力团结全体同仁，奋力拼搏，为飞华烘焙业谱写更辉煌灿烂的篇章。马尼拉市长拉库纳通过视频致贺词，副市长叶托及前市长莫雷诺出席盛会。期间颁赠纪念盾牌于监事员施东方博士、名誉理事长蔡青山。然后播放同业工会多位领导录制的采访视频。执行副理事长李天荣致谢词，李美玲担任大会司仪并介绍贵宾。典礼仪式之后，进行了聚餐、祝酒、抽奖以及文娱节目表演等活动。非中新闻台综合报道。
The Philippine Pengkong Grand Maison held its new officers' induction ceremony. 菲律宾鸿门饼公社举行新届职员就职典礼。
2024年1月14号中午，菲律宾鸿门饼公社甲座世纪海鲜酒家隆重举行庆祝成立93周年暨第93连94届职员就职典礼，飞华友好团体代表、嘉宾等应邀出席典礼仪式。 事长潘振兴担任大会主席并致辞。他感谢全体昆众在过去2年里的支持、呵护和包容，使其能够顺利完成任内工作。相信在新届理事长施志雄的英明领导下，在全体理事精诚合作下，该会会务必将更加蓬勃发展，鸿门饼公社的明天一定会更辉煌灿烂。鸿门联合总会名誉理事长，该社名誉理事长苏世选担任监事员，见证议系移交并训诲。新届理事长施志雄在致辞时回顾了鸿门饼公社的成就和历史，感谢历届理事长和全体昆众的共同努力，使该社取得了今天的成就。他表示，自己承蒙昆众顾爱，推举为新届理事长，深感使命光荣，责任重大，定将带领全体昆众团结一致，携手并肩，共创美好未来。鸿门联合总会名誉理事长，该社名誉理事长施永妙担任主讲人，菲律宾鸿门联合总会理事长蔡志和，菲律宾鸿门进步党总部执行副理事长王文展和非华商联总会副理事长施子云等嘉宾先后致辞。期间致赠感谢状于大会主席潘振兴、监事员苏世选、主讲人施永妙，并颁发纪念盾牌于捐献福利金者。随后，该会捐献鸿门晋南学校校董会福利金，大会主席潘振兴捐献商总挽救华生流失补助金。新届理事长施志雄亦个人捐献福利金于多个团体。执行副理事长严友洲致谢词，副理事长谢国仁介绍主宾席贵宾，理事姚庆良担任大会司仪。典礼仪式之后，进行了聚餐、祝酒、抽奖以及余兴节目表演等活动。非中新闻台综合报道。
The Philippine Alumni Association of School in Greater Huian held the celebration of its establishment and first officers induction ceremony. 大惠安各学校菲律宾校友联谊会举行庆祝成立暨首届职员就职典礼。
2024年1月13日晚，大惠安各学校菲律宾校友联谊会庆祝成立暨首届职员就职典礼在马尼拉东海皇宫酒店盛大召开，现场嘉宾云集，高朋满座，气氛热烈，喜气洋洋。大会主席、该会荣誉会长庄清和，监事员旅菲各校友会联合会主席、该会荣誉会长施新奖，首届会长周永祥，旅菲各校友会联合会主席林国霄，菲律宾惠安工会总会总商会理事长陈三明，菲华各界联合会主席蔡永宁，菲律宾中国商会副会长洪俊，菲律宾元龙敦义社总会、菲律宾元龙山总商会理事长林伟雄，菲华社会各友好社团领导、新闻媒体及大惠安各学校菲律宾校友联谊会全体成员共1000余人参加了本次庆典活动。在祥狮献瑞营造出的喜庆吉祥的氛围中，全体会员在周永祥会长及首届领导的带领下，在旅菲各校友会联合会领导的陪同下，迈着自信欢快的步伐入场，赢得了全场嘉宾的阵阵掌声。随后，全体与会人员肃立，奏唱菲律宾共和国国歌、中华人民共和国国歌。大惠安各学校菲律宾校友联谊会荣誉会长、大会主席庄清和率先致辞。他讲述了联谊会创建的起心动念及筹备会的工作过程，表达了对家乡政府领导和菲律宾社会各界支持的感谢。全体首届会员在监事员施新奖的监视下进行庄严的宣誓。 大会主席庄清和向首届会长周永祥颁发印信，旅非各校友会联合会主席林国霄向大会安各学校菲律宾校友联谊会首届理监事会授牌。大会监事员、旅非各校友会联合会主席、该会荣誉会长施新奖做监事员训诲。施新奖表示，大会安各学校菲律宾校友联谊会的成立，不仅仅是大会安地区旅非同胞的喜事，更是整个菲律宾华社的盛事。希望各位会员以联谊会为平台，为菲中两国的各项事业做出积极贡献。首届会长周永祥表示，深感重任在肩，使命光荣，今后竟当尽心竭力，不辱使命，与所有成员一起同心协力，全力以赴，不断开拓联谊会工作的新局面。加入旅非各校友会联合会后，要与兄弟校友会多走动，互相沟通，取长补短，为会员们提供更广阔的舞台和空间。旅非各校友会联合会主席林国霄、菲律宾惠安工会总会总商会理事长陈三明、非华各界联合会主席蔡永宁、菲律宾中国商会副会长洪俊、菲律宾元龙敦义社总会、菲律宾元龙山总商会理事长林伟雄等人现场均发表热情洋溢的讲话。在福利金捐献环节，新届会长周永祥分别向旅非各校友会联合会、菲律宾惠安工会总会、非华各界联合会、菲律宾中国商会、菲律宾元龙敦义社总社、旅非各校友会联合会妇女委员会捐赠福利金。庆典现场向大会主席、监事员颁发感谢盾牌，向荣誉会长、咨询委员、会长、执行常务副会长、常务副会长、副会长、常务理事等颁发品质盾牌。在祝酒环节，大会主席、监事员、首届正副会长集体上台敬酒，祝福大会安各学校菲律宾校友联谊会会务蒸蒸日上。庆典最后由大会安各学校菲律宾校友联谊会首届秘书长杨青聪致谢词。庆典活动中还穿插了多个文艺表演和抽奖活动，将庆典晚会的氛围推向高潮。本次庆典由秘书长林坚固及非中电视台主持人施梦兰共同主持。Chinatown News 非中新闻台记者叶南天现场综合报道。
Chinatown TV 非中电视台。
有利东方旅游有限公司 Unyielding Travel Incorporated。
Chinatown TV 非中电视台。
The Filipino-Chinese Quiapo United Chamber of Commerce Incorporated held its second officers induction ceremony. 非华西仔婆联合总商会举行第二届理监事会职员就职典礼。
2024年1月10号晚，非华西仔婆联合总商会假作东海皇宫酒家隆重举行庆祝成立5周年暨第二届理监事会职员就职典礼，非华友好社团代表、嘉宾等应邀出席典礼仪式。创会会长蔡伟顺担任大会主席并致辞，他表示，自己之所以能够圆满完成任务，应归功于各位同仁的合作与协助，更要感谢各位社会贤达的关心和指导。相信在新届会长王国庆的带领下，会务必能蒸蒸日上，欣欣向荣，再攀高峰。非华商联总会理事长施东方博士担任监事员，见证印信、移交并训诲。新届会长王国庆在致辞中表示，自己承蒙各位领导同仁的厚爱，推选为第二届会长，深感荣幸，自知责任重大，一定会把会务工作做得更好，以不辜负同仁们的厚望与重托，为促进马尼拉西亚婆区域的市场兴旺、经济繁荣，增进非中两国经贸往来做出更大的贡献。非华各界联合会主席蔡永宁担任大会主讲人，马尼拉市副市长聂托、菲律宾中国商会会长侯世炼、该会荣誉会长吴荣德、菲律宾中国侯门致公党总部主席吴启发、旅非华侨工商联合会会长孙明强、菲律宾义乌商会会长金林霞、菲律宾广东总商会会长陈胜修等先后致辞。 期间颁赠纪念盾牌与监事员施东方博士、主讲人蔡友宁、创会会长蔡伟顺，然后颁发职务证书，并捐献福利金与多个团体。执行副会长吴玉章致谢词，副会长高建林介绍主讲人，秘书长蔡天生介绍主宾席宾主，高佩如担任大会司仪。典礼仪式之后，进行了聚餐、祝酒、抽奖以及文娱节目表演等活动。非洲新闻台综合报道。